We are live. We are absolutely direct. She leads, she sells. Lynn Tranchell, who is a success coach, helping entrepreneurs to create the clarity, purpose, and direction to break through the next income ceiling and success levels. Success comes down to the unconscious thoughts, the 70,000 subconscious thoughts that we have on a daily basis. Lynn is the GPS helping her clients to navigate to what is blocking them and helping them create the atomic habits to help them to exponential growth. We've got Lynn in the building, helping our clients taking empowered action. She leads, she sells. Welcome to the podcast studio, Lynn Tranchell. How are you doing, my sister? Speak to me.
I am doing great. Thank you for having me. This is so much fun. I know I'm going to enjoy talking to you. I enjoy everything that you do.
Thank you so much. I definitely appreciate you. I know we spoke a little bit off air in terms of who you love serving. Ideally, are they women who are over 40? Are they mainly in the States? Tell us who you love, that sweet spot of who you love to serve.
Yeah, I love working with successful entrepreneurs, small business owners who are ready to break into that next phase. They've had success and they are stuck at this level. And some of them think if they just work harder, some of them think if they just post on social media, some of them think if they just network to the right place, they can get there. When in reality, to get here, you can't do the same things you did to get here. It takes different thinking, different action, different all kinds of things. So I help entrepreneurs and small business owners create that vision of the life and business they want and then get there.
Okay, so what sorts of things do you do to help people to get there?
Well, I have my coaching programs. I have a special what I call AIR method, AIRR. That is my signature method. And it is awareness.
Mhm.
Once you are aware of your thoughts that are keeping you from moving forward, the next is interrupt. You want to have a strong, powerful interrupt. And after that, you release that old thought and replace it with a new thought. For example, up until now, I felt as though uh, people would find out I was an imposter, didn't know what I was talking about. Now I know I'm doing exactly what I need to every single day. So by doing that interrupt up until now, or I used to, it allows what you say next to go into your subconscious. Your conscious mind is the gatekeeper that keeps things from going into the subconscious. So it allows it to go to the subconscious, and the subconscious is where the action takes place. And then the trick is you have to not only say that new thought, you have to take action to support it. Because action is like the ground wire. Without action, nothing happens. You can't binge watch Netflix and expect your business to change. So you have to reframe those thoughts and then take action to support it. Every time you have a thought, is this taking me in the way I want to go? If so, keep going and take that action. If not, reframe it and then take action from the reframe thought.
Amazing. I like the way that you've broken that down. And, small things like that make me see that you're an amazing world-class coach at what you do, which is magnificent. I was recently reading The Science of Getting Rich, Wallace D. Wattles, and yeah, in the earlier book, in the earlier chapters, it talks about thoughts becoming things in that regard. But later on in the book, it says that people studying manifestation meet shipwreck when they fail to take action. So it's something along the lines, with thought, you bring the thing to you; through action, you receive it. And so I think the fact that you mentioned the action part is what lots of people don't say because it's not fashionable and things. How are you getting visible? How do you get visible to your target market?
Oh, I do networking. I speak. I love speaking. I speak on summits, podcasts. I love podcasts. And I do networking, I do social media, referrals. I have lots of testimonials. I just want to get back though that you talked about the science of getting rich. I
Yes,
have
please.
the book right here. I'm reading that also. So
Amazing.
great
Let me
connection
see
there.
it. Have you got a copy to hand? Is it
Yes,
around to
I
hand?
do. Where is it? That's what I was looking for. I had
Yeah.
it right here because I'm
Yeah.
in the process of doing something with it. So,
No
um,
worries. No, no, no. I think it's just like sometimes my son wakes me up at 4 a.m. in the morning. He's 9 months old.
mm,
And I just play that book. I like take a few chapters, and my favorite chapters, I think the chapter about the science of getting rich is a science that intellectually brilliant people get rich, blockheads get rich, showing it doesn't matter what background you come from or where you live, because people living side by side in the same neighborhood. One gets rich,
exactly.
one doesn't. So that chapter's so important. And then the next chapter moves into opportunity isn't monopolized. That we are going to do better, obviously, if we go with the trend and we go with our natural gifts. Clearly, we're going to do better than if we go against the trend and, do something that we have no inclination for. But the chapter on action, taking the right action and efficient action, I think is just brilliant. So no, it's good that you're reading that book.
Yeah. So I have boiled it down. There's 4 chapters I read, 4, 7, 11, and 14. And I break that down into think, think, act, and be. So that's a good way to remember those 4 chapters. Think, think,
Okay,
and
wait, so, sorry, what chapters? To tell me again, what
uh,
chapters? Yeah.
4, 7, 11, and 14.
Okay, 11 and 14. And it's think, be, you said?
Think, think, act, be.
Think, act,
So
be.
you think, you use your thoughts, and then the next one is thank, which is the gratitude chapter, and then the chapter, and then the impression of increase is the be chapter, which is you always want to be it until you see it. That's another thing I like to say. Because some people say fake it until you make it. But as soon as you say that word fake, your subconscious hears you're a fake
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't work as well. So I like to say, be it until you see it. Step into being that person in your vision and take action from being that person.
Amazing. Why is the chapter 7 on gratitude so important?
Well, gratitude is my go to for everything. Gratitude is at the same vibration as abundance. So when you're feeling a little bit down, find at least one thing to be grateful for and really feel that gratitude. And it could be, if you're having an unusual, I don't like to say bad day, but if you're having a less than what you want day, be grateful that you got out of bed.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're still in bed, be grateful you opened your eyes. Be grateful you're still breathing. There's always something you can be grateful for. And that gratitude lifts you out of whatever is going on and it puts you in a great place to attract more of that good.
Yeah, well said. Um, it's a She Leads, She Sells this podcast. And for sales, it basically leans into giving people results. Like if I give someone a small result, they're going to trust me for the bigger result. And also I lean into sales with energy. You spoke about the vibration and the different levels of energy. Most people are in fear when it comes to sales. Oh, I wonder what they're going to think of me. I'm not sure. Then we move into people try and serve. Hey, let me make this cheaper. I'm serving because I'm serving. I don't need to charge. And then when we move into joy, that's one of the highest levels. You're aligned. You love doing what you're doing. People can see it's a carnival for you. And at the top level, we move into the level of limitless. There's limitless funds for people to purchase your program, limitless joint venture partners, limitless everything. What does sales mean to you?
Well, sales means to me, what I like to do is I like to help people with clarity on making a decision. Because once they have clarity on that decision, even if they decide not to work with me, They at least have clarity on where they wanna go. So by having that clarity, they can make a decision for their best interest, and that's really what it is all about, is having a decision where you know what you wanna do and know what to do, and you're able to do it. So sales is really about clarity around making a decision. Yes or no?
Yeah. Leans into it a little bit. I created a whiteboard methodology for people to sell using a whiteboard. And for me, what did Einstein say? Einstein says that if a 6-year-old doesn't understand it, you don't really know it. So the aim is to bring down your methodologies to kindergarten level, just like you did with your air technique. It's simple, it's memorable. You're not trying to quote me chapters or books behind me, but you're showing that you understand it, and things like that, which is powerful. What's a block for you, like when it comes to you scaling your business, growing your business? Like, what is it for you? What do you feel like? Oh, I
Well,
feel
to tell you the truth, I do on occasion procrastinate. That's probably one of the biggest things that
we
I
all
have
do.
been working
Yeah,
on.
we all do.
And, everybody does at some point. And I just have to make sure that I have a list of things to do for the day, and if it's on the list, I do it. At least do the things on the list. And the beginning of the day, I look at my day, see what I want to accomplish. I make that list and I do it. And that is the best way that I have found to overcome my procrastination. Because sometimes, you get that shiny object syndrome. It's like, oh, look at that. Maybe I should go to this website or go to this Facebook page and see what they're doing when it's really not helping me. So by having that list, I know exactly what I need to do. And I, by the end of the day, I don't end my day until I finish everything on that list.
I like that. Really like that element of what's on the list. And I think what changed my life was this book, Fanatical Prospecting, because I think in this day and age where there's AI, where there's automations and things like this, we still got to connect with people and still got to have conversations, have our pipeline of people that we can help and people that we can serve. And with all the AI automations, this this element remains true, being able to connect. What book do you go to in terms of when you're needing to rocket for your business? I love this one. What do you turn to when you want to rocket fuel the business?
Oh, it's either The Science of Getting Rich or Think and Grow Rich. Both of those are great books. Um, there are there are quite a few books that I have. I always have a stack of books that I'm reading.
Yeah, let's
But
dig
I
in.
love
Let's
Napoleon
dig into
Hill.
this, my sister. Let's dig in. So you
Yeah.
gave me chapters 4, 7, 11, and 14 for the science of getting rich. Let's dig into this. What 2 chapters do you think are the chapters? If you could only recommend 2 to your students to get
Um,
results, what chapters would they be?
the one where he talks about the mastermind.
Okay, yeah, the mastermind. Yes.
Yeah, that's a good
Love that
one. And
chapter.
then what is the one? I don't remember the name of it, but it talks about intuition.
Okay. Intuition. Yes.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Intuition, I guess, is something that you're gonna tap into.
Yep.
I think for myself, I think it's burning desire.
Mm. Mhm.
I chapter 2, but I think in this marketplace that we're in, people can be successful selling golf clubs. People are successful as influencers. So it doesn't really matter what you do. It does matter whether you have a burning desire. I remember last year I made a little pivot into selling AI agents. And it's like, okay, I'm selling AI agents here, but this isn't my passion. And so people
Yep.
can tell, right? Like,
Yep.
and so it's like, be grateful for the gifts that you have. Former high school teacher, now able to help women and really lean into the gifts, which I think is important. And the second chapter, persistence. And I think particularly with sales, I think that element of persistence has to be there. I'm sorry, you might not get the sale the first time, second time, third time, fourth time. You might have to ask 5 times. Because if you don't ask the 5th time, someone else will when they're ready. And so that's just how it goes in terms of follow-up.
Yeah, I remember being in with one of my coach. There was a group of us, and somebody asked, how many times should you ask? And the answer was one more than you think. Because you get to that point where you think, they're not going to respond. Nah. So one more than you think.
Yeah, that
Because
makes perfect.
it's always that one more.
Hmm. How do you want to be remembered when it's all said and done?
Oh, I want to be remembered. It reminds me of my nieces and nephews, great nieces and nephews, being remembered as it's kind of it's not really a very professional saying, but I want to be remembered as generous Aunt Lenny. My
Hmm.
nieces and nephews call me Aunt Lenny, and I just want to be remembered as being generous, being giving, being supportive in everybody's life and the life of the universe also. I want to raise the consciousness of the universe. And I think that's what it's all about is being that person who is generous. And that's not giving it's not giving for the sake of giving. It's giving for the sake of celebrating and honoring other people. And it's not sacrificing. I don't sacrifice myself when I give. I make both relationships better when I give.
Okay, well said. Let us know who you're looking to connect with and how they can contact you.
Yeah, so I am looking to connect with those entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs who have hit that whatever ceiling where it seems like no matter what they do, they can't get to that next level. I love working with those kind of women entrepreneurs. And I have a website, lyntranchell.com. I am the only Lynn Tranchell in the world.
Wow.
So if you see a Lynn Tranchell, it is me. So lyntranchell.com, I'm on all of the social media. I have a blog on my website that I put up a new post just about every week. I've been doing it for like 7 years. So lyntranchell.com is the best way to get a hold of me.
Wow. Readers are leaders. It's been really great to connect with you, sister.
Yes, thank you. This was a lot of fun.
The one, the only Lynn Tranchell in the building, because we are walking in the air. Awareness, we interrupt, replace, release, and replace. I may have butchered that a little bit, but she
That's
leaves,
it.
she sells, and we are out.